to the Cat's Garage. I'm Dirk. You can check me out on all the forums, Subaru-wise as Razaron, also on Instagram as Razaron. But anyway, today working on the 2.5 RS here and project 22 wannabe. And I'm installing the Quik Latch hood pin system here. Well, we're gonna get back on the interstate, so installing the Quik Latch hood pin system here. So as you can see, I haven't adjusted this one yet. Kind of give you a look underneath here. So I'm going through the radiator support cross beam there, and this one here I've already adjusted down. This is just a tip and trick. It's not listed in the instructions to do it this way, but just to kind of give you a heads up on this particular size that I have. There's a couple of things that weren't in the instructions, and something to think about is doing a pilot hole smaller than what they actually recommend, or measuring out, I should say. On the top here, where you want it, there's a hole underneath. Here, let me unlatch that, and I have to unlatch that one. This one's not on yet. As I said, I'm adjusting these, but anyway, neither one of these is attached right now. I'm just adjusting the height that I want these at. As you can see it in there and there. Because it is kind of nerve-wracking to drill holes into your hood, especially when it's the only one that you have. So there you go. There you go. This one's not adjusted yet, so I'm still working on that one, and I finally got that one adjusted down so it actually sits flush. But anyway, there was two small holes in here, about they're about that size right there, that matched up with the two dimples right there. Sorry, I'm moving this camera kind of fast. I'm trying to keep this video somewhat short. And there's a dimple there on that side. There's a dimple there on this side. Yes, this side looks different because the car had hit a deer at one point in time, and I ended up fixing all that. But anyway, so there's these two small holes right here. They're recessed down. And my recommendation would be take a small drill bit and drill yourself pretty much a guide hole, because you're going to end up using a hole saw and you're going to cut some big holes here. Anyway, so use a long, small drill bit, drill a little guide hole all the way up into the middle there, and then you're going to need to come on this side, and with the smaller drill bit, better yet, find out if whatever your hole saw is, whatever the drill bit size for your hole saw, that's my recommendation. Use whatever size drill bit goes in between and the middle of your hole saw. Use that size as your guide coming up through the hood. That's going to give you your center hole. Then you're going to use a 1 1/4 inch hole saw to punch through the top of the hood on both sides. Then you're going to come back to this side, and let me put up the hood prop so this way I'm not holding the hood at the same time. On this side, you're going to use a 2 1/2 inch hole saw. Now, don't go just pushing super hard, because this hole here is going to be larger than your hole saw drill bit. So you're going to have some walking. So you want to line it up nice and easy and just go really slow with the drill to let it start eating into the metal. Once it starts getting a nice line started to develop, because this is all very uneven, it's not a flat surface. Once it starts to get a nice line going, then you can apply a little bit more pressure. Also, another tip and trick, moving blanket. Awesome. Cover your entire engine compartment. That's what I ended up doing. I took a moving blanket, cover this entire engine compartment. Up past the window, go up underneath here, drag it all the way down here, have a vacuum cleaner standing by, ready to go. Because once you start drilling into this with the hole saw, metal flakes are gonna go everywhere. Another thing is, get yourself a stereo magnet. These things are not listed in the tools. Get these things. They will help you out. I am just trying to give you some tips and tricks to help you along the way. But anyway, you're gonna get metal flakes everywhere. Highly recommended, wear safety glasses, wear a face mask, wear long sleeves, because these little burrs that are coming off here are gonna be extremely hot. Not that it really bothered me, but it is annoyance when you're sitting there trying to get that work done and you have these little bits of metal on you that are extremely hot, burning your skin. But anyway, so once you get those holes drilled in, you're gonna come down here, you're gonna drill these in as well. Let's see if I got my drill bits over here. I can tell you my drill bit size that I ended up using for those. I want to say it was a 5/16. Correction. It was the 3/8. It's the 3/8. The 3/8 is the same size as this here. So the holes you're going to drill through here are going to be 3/8. Once again, take that moving blanket. If you have all this stuff out of the way, which is recommended because you don't want to take your drill bit and accidentally go through and hit your radiator or anything like that. Put your moving blanket down through here, because once again, metal shavings everywhere, an annoyance, they get everywhere and all that stuff. But pop your hole through, put them in, leave them long, so this way you can adjust them while they're in the hole. For instance, I mean, this here I've already adjusted down somewhat, down to this length, but this was actually sticking up about like that high earlier. So when I had my hood down, it's sticking out. I can line it up. I can tweak this a little bit just by hand pressure. And so this way I can get those centered up in the hole. The Quik Latch system does give you a availability of, I can't remember how many degrees. It's on their website for each one of their latches. Just make sure that you read that carefully. Once again, this is a 2000 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS. So this definitely works on this. I would think it would be pretty much the same across the board, but this is a universal product. So far so good. All right, you're gonna get a different view here for a second while I'm realigning. So my other tip and trick for doing this is once you have these things lined up, and yes, it's not pretty, but what I ended up doing is I took a file, cleaned all the burrs off, and like I said, it's not extremely pretty, but I ended up, to prevent rusting and everything else, I ended up taking Eastwood's chassis coat, taped everything off. Once again, this is a race car, it's not a show car. I don't care about how pretty it is right now. This is for me to just take out to the track and have fun with. But anyway, this is the product I use right here. Eastwood's Extreme Chassis Black. So spraying it, just light coats back and forth. Light coats, just quick, like half a second squirts inside the hole, moving it around. Make sure you continuously shake up the can if you're turning it upside down like this, because you're going to start clearing out that nozzle. If you're turning it, best thing to do is, because you're going to have it all taped off, is just kind of work your way around it. Once again, moving blanket underneath catches all the paint. You don't have to worry about paint getting all over all your stuff inside your engine compartment. But then lift your hood up, same thing. Chassis coat, bam, bam, bam. Get all that bare metal that you've just created and everything else. I also sprayed a little bit up underneath this direction just to prevent any type of bare metal from being exposed from anything that I might not have seen. So yes, and it is shiny, so that is not bare metal you're seeing, it's just shiny black. Even though it's a satin finish, it still shines. But anyway, there you go. That's that portion of it. Now, back to the point that the video originally started on. So like I said, I've already showed this one. So when it's popped out like this, you know you're locked in. You got to push it down in order to pop it. This one here has not been adjusted yet, hence the large gap. But my recommendation is leave it loose, click it into place, and put your hood down to where it's going to be. So I'm going to be putting the stock catch back in with the lever to hook right here, just as a safety precaution. I've already removed all the other springs and everything else. This is just so when I pop these, or if these were ever to give away, I have at least a couple seconds to hit the brakes when my hood pops up. So these are rated for 500 pounds each. So it should be more than enough to handle any driving needs that I'm gonna have. But anyway, I put it on there. I loosen up by reaching underneath here. And once again, this is the reason why you should have the radiator removed. You can reach up underneath here. Try to get my camera up in there, I can't. But as you can see my finger right there, wiggling. Turn that top screw, loosen it up, and then start turning this here, or pulling it down, turning, and then tighten the bottom one until your latch is secured to the hood. What's it called in a bonnet, depending on what country you're from. So over on this side, once again, reach on the back side. Let's see if I can get it on the video. I probably can't. Oh, there we go. Take your fingers, turn it, keep turning it. So there you go. Pull it down. Once it's pulled down, as tight as you can get it. Get it adjusted, and then you're going to tighten up that bottom nut right there. And once you do that, they should be in place, and you should have your hood latches in. Make sure that you also check for fitment, that these aren't going to be pushing into your radiator. When you do put your radiator in, these should be far enough away. However, if they're not, feel free to cut off the very bottom portion of the bolt here. They also send some weeping thread lock with the kit. So you're going to put that in. And once again, these aren't fastened on, but that's what that 2.5-inch hole is. You put your retaining rings on to the actual bottom of these once it's all adjusted. So there's my tips and tricks for getting these on and adjusted and where you need them to be and in place, and getting your height correct for your latches. Anyway, kept the video underneath 15 minutes. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that subscribe button. Hopefully I've at least provided you with some good tips and tricks. And once again, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. It helps me out. It shows me that you want these videos, and I'll keep them coming. And once again, drive safe. Let me know what you're working on, and leave a comment down below if you like. All right, y'all take care and drive safe. There you go. There's the quick latch system. This system here, it's you push it in. Once it pops, bam. There you go. There you go. There you go. And there you go. So, and then put it back down. They click, they're flush, it's locked. All right, there you go. Thanks for watching, and take care, drive safe. Later.